People are at the heart of what we do at Sysmex. Our customers, business partners, and of course you, our employees. Which is why I'm so pleased to help launch SAP Success Factors Employee Central, our new way of managing all our people needs. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. A warm welcome to all our Sysmex staff in the Asia Pacific region, to the senior leadership team from each affiliate, the management team, and country leaders. Welcome. I'm Carla Lucica, Finance Director and HR Representative at Sysmex Australia. It is my privilege to help introduce you to our exciting new HRIS system that our HR team in Sysmex Asia Pacific, our affiliates, and in partnership with NTT Data have been working tirelessly to bring to life. SAP Success Factors Employee Central is a cloud solution that will help standardize our HR processes globally and provide better visibility for us to make better people decisions. It also includes capabilities for managing user profiles and organizational charts. Our agenda is intentional and aims to inform and showcase the new HRIS system. First up will be the opening remarks by the HR representative in your country. This will be followed by a high-level overview of SAP Success Factors Employee Central. You'll then be taken through some end-user training covering fundamental features such as homepage, employee profile, employee data, user roles, employee and manager self-services. Q&A will follow, where you'll have the opportunity to ask questions using the chat box. And to conclude the event, Corinne will deliver the closing remarks. Thank you for your attendance and attention. Let us commence the Employee Central launch and end-user training.
A welcome to all my fellow colleagues in Sysmex. I am Selinu, the HR and Manager of Sysmex Malaysia. Thank you for attending the launch of Success Factors Employee Central, which the HR team in the Asia Pacific has been working closely with NTT Data for the past few months to make this happen. Today is not just about the launch of a new module for Success Factor. It's also about embracing a positive change in our organization to have a better integrated HR software to maintain the employee data and information. I am excited to introduce to you the features of Success Factors Employee Central, where employees can log in to manage their own profile for personal information and to view their employment information and reporting organization chart. To all SMA employees, please allocate 30 minutes to complete the end-user training tutorial video from 23rd October to 31st of October and get yourself familiarized with the system and check your personal and dependent information to ensure the information is updated. If you encounter any issue, please feel free to contact myself or Lidona, HR and Admin Executive, and we are more than happy to assist you. Thank you for your kind attention.
The first thing you see when you log in to SAP Success Factors is the banner image and the greeting. This greeting will change depending on the time of the day the user has logged in. On the top left corner is the module picker. This allows the logged in user to navigate through various modules and submodules of SAP SuccessFactors. The options that are available will vary depending on the authorization granted to the logged in user. The home page is further divided into various sections, such as the quick actions, for you today, organizational updates. Many more sections can be added over time. Within each section is what we refer to as tiles, such as the Finish Your Profile card that we can see here, or the Handbook card that we can see here. The most important and frequently used actions are stored in the Quick Actions sections. There can be up until 16 tiles that can be accessed here. In the People and Action search, you can use this to navigate through success factors. You can also use it to look for other people within the organization. The Notifications and To Do shortcut is a quick way to indicate to the logged in user any items that require action. This is the same as what you can see in the For You Today section. Once you complete this action, it will disappear both in your For You Today and in your To Do shortcut. Clicking on your icon on the upper right will allow you to access the options menu. Here you can access your settings where you can change your language or log out of the SAP SuccessFactors system. There are three ways to navigate to your own employee profile. The first is to use the action in people search. Type in the name of the person you want to search. This can be used to search your own profile or somebody else's. Click on this link and you will be able to view the employee's profile. The second way is through the module picker. Click here and look for My Employee file. Clicking on this link will open your employee profile. The third and quickest way to navigate to your own employee profile is through the quick actions and clicking on this tile. The employee profile is the foundation of SAP SuccessFactors for any module. In the employee profile, you can find basic information about yourself or other employees. Employee data housed in the employee profile can be divided into two main categories. First is the personal information. Personal information includes any information about the employee, such as personal information, contact information, address, emergency contact, dependents, and so on. The second category is the employment information. This relates to the person's employment within Sysmex, such as employment information, organization information, job information, and so on. The employee profile also offers the ability to store information in background elements for areas like educational background, honors and awards, work experience within the company, previous work experience, and so on. These dynamic sections allow for adding one or more line items for each topic. The biographical information contains information about the employee that does not really change, such as date of birth, country of birth, and so on. It also contains your unique person ID. Personal information contains the rest of the personal information about the employee, such as their name, gender, and so on. Some of these information can change over time, such as marital status. A subset of this personal information is global information. Global information is country-specific in nature, so the fields that will appear here will vary from the country that you are storing. For this case, the rest of the fields that you can see here are only available to Singapore. It may be different for Vietnam, Australia, and so on. Contact information is split into two different subcategories. The first is the email information. This allows the recording of multiple email types and addresses. The second one is phone information. This allows recording of multiple phone types and numbers. Next is the address portlet. This allows the recording of multiple address types, and the details or fields that are available will change depending on the country that you have selected. The fields for Singapore may be different for the fields for Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, and so on. Employees are also allowed to log their primary emergency contact information. You can log multiple emergency contacts, your relationship to them, and their contact information. Employees can also log the dependent information in the dependents portlet. You can add personal information about the dependent, including their contact information. The National ID Information Portlet allows the recording of multiple national IDs and their numbers. The type of IDs that can be logged will vary from country to country. These IDs don't have expiration dates. Work permits are IDs that have expiration dates, such as passport and so on. You can log here the issue date, the expiration date, and include attachments as well. The type of documents that you can log here will also vary from country to country. Employment details record specific dates in relation to the employee's employment within the company. This includes system migration date, original start date, years of service, and others. The organization information contains information about the employee's position and seat in the company, such as which company, business unit, division, and department they belong to. The Job Information Portlet allows the effective data tracking of all job changes of the employee from hire to retire. The Job Relationships Portlet allows the recording of globally defined relationships between the employee and another person in the company, such as matrix manager, human resource manager, and performance management reviewer. End users who access the system are assigned user roles. This determines what actions a user is allowed to perform. If you have access to the system, you are immediately granted an ESS role. This allows you to perform the most basic tasks as an employee. The table on the screen is a summary on how a user with an ESS role can interact with the employee data portlets within their own employee profile. A user granted with edit access will see a pencil icon beside the portlet name, such as the personal information portlet on the screen. On the other hand, a user granted with view-only access will not see a pencil icon beside the portlet name, such as the biographical information also on the screen. Effective dated records also have a clock icon beside the portlet name, such as the address information screen. When clicked, this will allow the user to view the historical effective dated changes made on the data through the pop-up screen. The left-hand side of the pop-up screen shows what changes were made on the effective date at a glance, while the main window will show more details about the entire record stored in the portlet. On the other hand, non-effective dated records will not have a clock icon, such as the contact information portlet. To edit a record, click on the pencil icon. In this example, we are editing an effective dated record. This is why we must first input the effective date of the change we are making. On the other hand, if we try to edit a record that is not effective dated, such as the contact information, clicking on the Edit button directly brings up the record for us to modify. Let's go back to the personal information for demonstration purposes. Let's select the effective date of the change we are making. After selecting the effective date of the change, the rest of the screen opens up, and the user can now make the intended change. If the portlet contains a lot of fields, the system will automatically hide them. Clicking on Show More Fields will reveal the rest of the fields available. Some portlets contain country-specific fields. The global information is one of these portlets. For cases as these, the country must first be selected to allow the system to filter which fields should be displayed. As you can see, these are the fields available for Singapore. And selecting a different country will bring up a different set of fields for us to populate. Once you have completed the intended change, click on the Save button on the lower right. All personal information related data that an ESS user can edit, except for the emergency contact information, will trigger a workflow. This means the change must first be approved by HR before it reflects in the system. You can view the workflow participants by clicking on Show Workflow Participants button. In this case, we can see that there is one approval level, and this is for John Jones to approve. Click on Confirm to process the workflow change. After HR has approved the record change, we can view the record on the portlet. By clicking on Show More, we can see that the number of children has changed to 1. We can also click on the clock icon and view the data in the window. As we scroll down, we can see that it changed from 0 to 1, effective September 4, 2023. ESS user is also allowed to initiate separation from the company. To do this, while in your employee profile, click on the Actions button on the upper right and select Separate. Select the last day of employment. Then select the separation event reason. There is a set of pre-delivered values to choose from. If none of these match your reason for separation, you can select Others and populate the text field to provide a more specific reason. You can also add an attachment such as a resignation letter. You can do this by dragging the file into the attachment area. Alternatively, you can click on the Upload button and search for the file in the directory. To proceed, you can click on Save. This will trigger a workflow which requires a two-step approval. First from the manager and second from the HR. Click on Confirm to proceed. Once the approvals have been set and you have spoken with your manager and HR has approved, an ESS user can also search for other people within the organization. However, the data visible is very limited due to data privacy concerns. To do this, using the Action and People search, key in the name of the person you are searching for and click on the search result link that appears. As you can see, only the first name and last name are visible. If you have any direct reports, the system automatically grants the MSS role. This allows you to view information on your direct reports and participate on relevant workflows. In this example, I am logged in as John Jones, the manager of Jane Doe. I can view my direct reports profile by using the Action and People search and keying in my direct reports name. The data visible to a manager is greater than what an ESS user can view on others. But due to data privacy concerns, it is still limited. Very little can be seen with respect to personal information, but the manager has access to view the employment information of their direct reports. Managers are also involved in the separation workflow triggered for a direct report. This is viewable in the homepage under the Approval section, which only appears if there is a workflow pending the logged in user's action. And it is also visible in the Notifications and To Do shortcut on the top right corner of the screen. Clicking on the Approval Card's View Details link will open up the workflow screen. Here, you can see the details of the submitted workflow. You can also check the workflow participants by clicking on the View Workflow Participants button. The manager can approve the workflow by clicking on the Approve button at the bottom of the screen, which will forward the workflow to HR for approval.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As we reach the end of this launch, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for being a part of this incredible journey as we celebrate the successful go live of our newest success factor module, Employee Central. Today marks a significant milestone for Sysmex APAC, and it won't have been possible without the dedication, hard work, and collaboration of each of HR reps. Your unwavering commitment to excellence and your ability to adapt to change have been truly commendable throughout this implementation process. I would like to express our appreciation to the entire project team who poured countless hours into planning, designing, testing, and implementing this system. Your expertise, skills, and tireless effort have paid off. This new system will undoubtedly enhance our capabilities to better serve our valued stakeholders. Last but certainly not least, I want to recognize and thank all of our employees who have embraced this new system with open arms. Your resilience, adaptability, and eagerness to learn have played a crucial role in the successful adoption of this technology. With your continued dedication, and commitment, we are confident that this system will truly empower us to achieve even greater heights. As we move forward, let us continue to support each other, share knowledge, and provide ongoing feedback to further optimize the system. It is through collaboration and continuous improvement that we can harness the full potential of this technology and drive our company towards a future of innovation and success. Once again, on behalf of Sysmex APAC, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your invaluable contributions. May this launch serve as a reminder of what we can achieve when we work towards the common goal. And many more successful journey for our various success factor modules implementation which is in plan. Thank you.